Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We got a pretty nice day, mid to upper 50s, cool, but more fall-like than yesterday. Wow, it was summer yesterday.
It was summer. It was gorgeous.
It wasn't just like Indian summer, how you call it, right?
I didn't turn on the air, but I turned on the ceiling fans.
Yeah, it was pure summer. Incredible. So if you're just joining us, and this is leading to something, Cande, I'm not trying to rehash your issues, but Cande, a little under the weather, on an antibiotic, a lot of different things happening, but I have a feeling this means you didn't go to the Diwali celebration.
I did not go to the Diwali celebration. I was so upset. And even Brian said to me, wow, you're really not feeling well, are you? Because you wouldn't miss that. You wouldn't miss a night out with your son. I said,
right.
No. So, I really wasn't feeling well.
Your son's boss was celebrating is it a day or a...
I think it goes on for several, maybe a week. I'm not exactly sure of how many days, but it goes on for more than one. So he told me, he went, obviously. He said, I'll tell them my weary old mother can't make it tonight. He's so funny. He cracks me up, that kid. He said that, they had fireworks and they had sparkles.
Fireworks?
It's a festival of, lights. So they had, not fireworks. I think a little bit of fireworks.
Like Grucci fireworks?
I don't know about Grucci fireworks. They did something when they had sparklers and a lighted thing, and he said it was cool. Very, very nice. The food was amazing, and he had a good time. He said it was a very much work party. So I feel a little better because I don't work for them.
Right. So I'm sure because it was everyone from work, and
right.
And you would have been standing around there not knowing anyone
exactly.
and all that.
I mean, when Evan tells me what he does, I still don't know.
What does he do?
He works for HR. He's a vice president of some sort of relations, nationally, I don't know what he does.
He shakes a lot of hands.
He does a lot of work.
Schmoozing.
That's all I know.
That's
all I know.
What?
He does a lot of Zoom calls.
Okay.
He does a lot of work. He does a lot of writing. I'm not sure what he does. I'm sorry. I've asked him many times, and I still don't know.
Does his paycheck clear?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, good. So he's
and it gets bigger every year.
Whatever.
And they give him bonuses at the end of January.
Well, he must be good.
Something's going on. I wish I knew what he's doing, but hey, it's working.
His job must be related to traveling because he's really good at traveling, Cande.
He is. And you know what's funny? Sometimes he does have to take the train down to Delaware.
Oh, okay.
Occasionally there are business meetings down there. He's been there more than once for business.
Now, what's interesting is when you say down there, now my in-laws are at the southern end, like right at the bottom of Delaware. Is he in northern, middle, or southern Delaware?
I want to say Wilmington. I don't know that that's right.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of a
I don't
ways.
think it's all, very south.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't, no, Wilmington is not, near them, necessarily, but, it only takes me, from when you go over the Delaware Bridge there, right, at the end of the Jersey Turnpike,
yes.
It only takes me about an hour and 10 minutes from over that bridge. I could get to my in-laws' driveway in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Fantastic. Listen, it's our destiny.
Yeah. We'll be hanging on the beach down at Rehoboth. Me and you, like two old people sitting in their beach chairs.
Blankets on our laps because it's a bit chilly.
Yeah, making fun of people walking by, all that.
Definitely, and we love it. I can't wait.
Yesterday, I was telling some of my weekend, but it's hard without you, Cande, because you can't, I look forward to your ribbing and your questions or whatever.
Well, you went to your happy place.
Went to see the
I was in hell, you were in heaven. Go ahead.
Back-to-back shows, Luke Combs and Jordan Davis, back-to-back Friday and Saturday night at Mohegan. Ran into a lot of listeners, both on the ferry and at the show, and it was great. The concerts were amazing. I was saying how Luke's stage is right in the middle of the arena.
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're over there getting your accolades, Is Leah rolling her eyes?
No, I think she enjoys it. I think she's like, I don't think she cares either way,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you. But I
Because there
think
comes a point where you're like, oh, please, not this again.
they think it's cool when listeners come up and say hi. I enjoy it. I like it. Because it's nice. We don't do this for our health, Candy.
What?
We're not doing this show for our health. We
That's true.
appreciate the accolade, not even accolades. We appreciate people connecting to us, is what I want to say.
Yes.
When they come up and say, like I got an email the morning of the morning of the second show. I don't know if it was the first show or the second show, but I got an email from a woman. Let me see if I can find it because she deserves a shout out.
Yeah. To
Just
take the time to write an email, I find that very touching.
Yeah, and this was really nice. Let's see. This is from Here you go. Saturday. This woman, and I don't know that she wants her name on the radio, so I'm not gonna say it.
Name's not important.
She said, "Hi. Today is November 5th. We're on our way to Mohegan Sun. Luke Combs would love to meet you and buy you a drink. We listen to your morning show all the time. I'm a school bus driver and love your stories. Hope to see you and, of course, your wife and kids." Isn't that nice, Candy?
Lovely. So did you see her?
No, it's funny because I got the email and we had a very busy Saturday. Even though we're there hanging out and whatever, we were running around with some people and we had a pre-scheduled dinner that I had to go
What
to.
do you mean you were running around with some
There were
people?
record label people and people, artists
You
related
and
people.
your whole family were running around?
Yeah, we were doing things. It was half business, half half pleasure.
Uh-huh.
So it wasn't like I could just get up and run and go meet people, but it was very nice. And I replied to her, and I hope they had a great time at the show and all that. And
And
yeah,
tell her, hey, you could buy me a drink. Let's see. Where shall we go?
now
I want
it's okay. She doesn't have to buy me a drink. But the
I want
point
to
is,
say the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
But I don't
Four
think they're even
Seasons.
open anymore.
the Four Seasons.
Oh, what a drink I had there at my 40th birthday. I shall never forget it.
Okay, so let's take a break from the story for a second. Tell me about the drink. Go ahead.
My two younger girlfriends and I, we went and we stayed in the city and we went to fancy restaurants and we started at the Four Seasons having a cocktail and they're gorgeous. It was like a huge living room set up with beautiful furniture. And the drink was I had a martini. They give you the shaker. They come with a little silver tray with all little hors d'oeuvres for free, homemade cheese crackers and nuts and olives. It was one of the best drinks I've ever had in my life.
And now, when was this?
We celebrated our 40th birthday.
Oh, okay. So I
Ellen,
got you.
Yvonne, and I. We stayed overnight in the city. We did a bunch of stuff.
And how much? I'm curious.
We went to Henry Bendel, which isn't open anymore either.
What is that?
Oh, it was such a good store. Like a very nice. I don't know how to describe it to you.
Yeah, I mean,
on Fifth Avenue.
You talk about this alcoholic drink like it's the greatest moment of your life.
It was one of the best drinks I've ever had in my life. Because when you have the right ambiance and you're with good people and you're sitting in a beautiful surrounding and you have great waiter and everything is just perfect, the drink tastes better.
Sure, absolutely. Do you remember what it set you back all those years ago?
It was $15 back then, which
Whoa.
we thought, wow, that's really expensive.
Wow, today it would be like 37.
Exactly.
I mean,
But they give you the shaker, so it's really not one.
Oh, so you get the shaker, and then it
Yeah.
comes with the olives and the
Oh,
crackers
and the homemade
cheese.
crackers and all the
Oh,
little
man.
nibbles that you don't get anywhere else. It was fabulous.
That's nice. That's nice. And by the way, just to wrap up our story about connection between
Mohegan?
us. No, it's more about us and the listeners.
Yeah.
The concert was great. Dinner was great. We had it was just a fine time. The kids got to go in the pool, and it was a good half business, half family. But the point is, when I love when the listeners come up to us and say hi, and it's great, and there is a connection, and it's nice to see them. Had a few, met a few people there, and it was good, and I'm glad everyone had fun. A lot of Long
It
Islanders
is good.
there.
Sometimes I think, is anybody listening?
Yeah,
Anybody listening?
They were all at Mohegan this weekend, I could tell.
Love that.
Yeah, there were a lot of them. Less than 20 minutes to your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. About 20 degrees cooler today, mid to upper 50s, a nice election day. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.